What's up, everybody? Coming to you from the old Howlin' Wolf garage. Before we start this video, I have a 4-year-old boy that needs your help. This is serious, guys. You know, I've always said I believe in God, and I feel like people were put in front of me, and I feel like I need the help. And I need your guys' help. We all need your help, my help, everybody's help. We have a 4-year-old little boy. His name is Weston. Life never tells you when it's gonna kick you in the face. You know, 1 minute everything's good, little boy's playing. Next minute, the little boy's getting sick and nobody knows why, you know, and then they take him into the doctors. And, you know, there's nothing worse than seeing a child who is unhappy or is sick from something like this. Cancer to a child is everybody's worst nightmare, you know. There's nothing worse on this planet. That being said, I still believe in God, and I feel like I have this platform, and we need your help. As you can imagine, months of treatment, travel, and time away from work have created significant financial burden for Weston and his family. Every donation will help ease the cost of medical expenses, travel, lodging, meals, and everyday living expenses so they can focus on what matters most, helping Weston heal. If you're able to donate, no amount is too small. For reals, guys, anything helps, and every contribution is deeply appreciated. If you're unable to give financially, sharing Weston's story with others is another beautiful way to help. We need all the help we can get, guys. Thank you for your kindness, your prayers, and your support as Weston continues his courageous fight. Together we can help lift some of the burden from his family, and we want to remind them that they're not facing this journey alone. So right here I'll have a link. Please, guys, go down to the bottom. You can do it on the TV, or you should be able to. I was able to do it. So if you're just watching from a TV, you should be able to go and click down and get into the description. Tony is one of my buddies, and that is Weston's grandfather. And Tony's a truck builder. He's an off-roader just like all of us. He's got Jeeps, he's got pickup trucks, he's got big lifted pickup trucks, and awesome, cool stuff. And he's selling pretty much everything he has to pay bills. And I felt bad, and I went and bought some stuff from him, stuff that he was getting rid of, and not the things that he really wants to hold on to. But he's getting down to where it's going to start getting desperate, and needs to start selling some stuff. So hopefully we can help unburden his family. Please, guys, thank you guys so much. I feel like this is the best way for me to use this platform. Like I've always said, I do believe in God. When anybody sends me prayers or sends me anything, I always try to respond as respectfully and nicely as I can, and I always say God bless when you guys say God bless in the comments. Thank you guys so much. So I'm in the works into looking and do a benefit car show for them. I've never personally put on a car show myself, but I have some people helping me. Without them, I wouldn't be able to get anywhere. I think we have a pretty cool venue. Hopefully, you know, it's not too late in the year to try to put something together and help this family out. And if anybody else would like to help out and figure stuff out, hopefully we'll have some information about the car show soon. I need to go sit down with the owner of the place where we're thinking about having it. He's already kind of given me the go-ahead, but we need to figure out everything else. I just want to make sure that this family's taken care of in the best way that we can. For our car community and truck community, off-road community. I'm gonna have everybody there. As many people will show up. So we appreciate you. Thank you. Maybe we'll even have a way, if you can't bring your car to the show, maybe we'll have a way where you guys can donate that way and you can still be a part of the show. Okay, maybe you guys can send in pictures and I'll put them on the video. We thank you guys so very much. Please, this is a family friend of mine. If you guys can, please, anything helps. Help this little boy. He's only 4 years old. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you. On to the video.
Where's the thing?
Woo! George has already worked his magic on it. There was a good old dent right there.
Big old dent. Oh, there's still a little bit right there. See it? But it was a big old dent. So
we can't even order fenders right without them being dented up. We're trying to, you know, cheat, make things easy, and nope. Oops. Mikey,
Why they gotta throw them around at the warehouse?
I don't know.
Hey, it's primer day! I think we're gonna primer both these trucks at the same time. Well, parts and this truck. All at the same time, hopefully. Hopefully, no promises. So there's a spray right here on these fenders that goes in here. And we all kind of think to make it a little slicker, a little smoother, instead of doing like a rivet or screwing it together on the outside of the fender. I think we're just gonna plug weld it and then make it smooth, and then it'll be just a little smoother, a little slicker, and I think overall it'll look a lot better. So that'll be all right. It's the little tiny things, like 2 little tiny holes, I think is gonna make a huge difference in the end on the overall look. So we're gonna do it to both fenders and then smooth them out. Getting more used to it. Right now, because I'm getting close. A little heavier when it starts. 4 hours. And we can work on it. Came out with a full head of hair. Like, I don't want it. I like to film the first coat because you can see the transition. Second coat, you can't see anything, so we really don't very often film the second coat of primer. Check it out. Got the truck primered up. Looking real good from head to toe. Right now, all he's doing is going around and hitting just the body filler spots. We want to make sure we get those filled in and sealed, because those will absorb. The body filler will absorb the primer the most. So we just go around, build it up. He's just hitting body filler areas right now. And then we'll put a good final coat over the whole thing. But I think it's going to work good. Using my lift in a way I probably shouldn't, but everything's sealed up. We made sure that there was no paint gonna get into any of the crucial areas, so that's good. A lot of people, the internet says you can't use a DA. We'll see how it turns out. I only did this side, Thumper did the other side with a block. See whose is better. I'm not thinking mine's gonna be better, but I think it's gonna be just fine. Both sides are gonna look great. Like I said, he just went over it with a gray Scotch-Brite pad. It's been sitting all weekend, it's Monday, so we come in here, scuff it down, make sure everything's good, have one last look over. Everything looks pretty good for what it is. This isn't a high dollar deal at all or nothing like that, but we still care. We still want to do the best job that we can, so do it up. Yeah. I'll turn the camera back on when we get ready to paint. Oh, I wish it was just like all over my face and everything. That would have been perfect. Yeah. Yeah, that's usually what happens. Off to a beautiful start. First pour is always the hardest. That was a full gallon, so guess we'll see how far this takes us. Beautiful color. This is a beautiful color. I believe this is like a Yamaha blue, but they added some stuff to it. I'm not real sure. Blue violet. Really pretty color. When it's in the light,
When it catches the light just right, it is amazing.
I guess I'm learning still because George had to step in and show me how to shoot this. It's got like a candy or something. It's real translucent. And I was piling it on and it was going darker and darker, of course, because it's candy. That's what candy does. The more coats you put on, the darker it gets. So I didn't do bad, but I got the man in here fixing me up. He's just going over it real quick.
You did good. It just needed a...
Yeah, just needs the last dust coat is all he's doing right now.
And that's it. You had it
So
all
I'm sitting here like this, like a little child, like, oops.
Don't let it mess with you.
Whoopsie.
He did good.
I did a whoopsie.
Hey,
We just did a little cleanup and stuff. Nothing major.
No, we're not wearing masks. It's like a 5-minute ordeal, and it's 84 degrees in here right now. When I put the clear coat on it, and it has hardener in it, I promise I'll wear a mask, no matter what. And we should. This is dumb. I'm not saying do this, please don't do it, but this is like a 5-minute ordeal. I just wanted him to dust coat real quick, just make sure I had everything where it needed to be.
It's bad.
I already clear coated a truck today with Chad, and I had a mask on the whole time. We both did.
Yeah.
I'm not bullshitting, I did.
And I can contest because I did. I saw him.
This color is hard, man. I don't know what it is. I'm not joking, guys. This color is extremely difficult. I thought this was going to be a breeze, and it has been anything but. This is coat number 4. I think it's 4.
Yeah. I don't remember.
Number 3 or 4. We got I got a little Twitter page yesterday. Got mad.
Yeah.
See those hip movements he was doing?
I don't know if we can put that on YouTube.
See, I don't know if I would do that because I was messing up. All right, check it out. Next day, got a little late in the evening yesterday, and my back wasn't up to it, so we're gonna not re-clear. We're gonna clear this truck today. Got the base laid on it. We got a little dust and stuff on it. Need to run the what am I trying to say? Tack rag over it. That is a cool color. It really pops in the light. Should be really, really cool. I love it. Thumper's wetting the floor down. Then we're gonna start tack ragging and blowing this thing. Probably do it a few times, make sure everything's good to go. I don't see anything jumping out at me that's a problem, so that's good. Alright, what's up everybody?
Just got done clearing the truck. 2 coats is all we had in that kit, so 2 coats is what we used. But if you see it in the light, man, it's got a... I can't wait to see this thing outside. I really can't wait to see this outside. It's gonna look so good. So there you go. Did get a couple little runners. Got a run right there, and I got one on the other side, of course. you know how it goes. But I think everything's looking pretty good. This is by far not like a perfect paint job, nothing like that, but these are fun for me actually, because you just kind of get them done, get the major body work done. We don't have to worry about every single little detail, and they always look great and cost effective, man. So you know what I mean? I think they just look good. They work good. This is going to a high school girl that is probably going to drive the wheels off this thing, so I think it's perfect for something like that. Absolutely. We have shown over and over that we can do some really nice cars. Man, I always like gravitating back to just these simple in and out deals. They're so much funner and better and easier, I think. But you know, you get all the keyboard warriors that well, you guys can't do nice stuff, or you guys just half-ass or whatever. Well, it's like, not everything has to be a perfect show car, you know? This is absolutely perfect to me. This is fine. Something you're gonna use, this is amazing. And like I said, I have a light here. Look at it when it catches that light. In the sun, this thing is gonna bling machine. I'm telling you what. Look at that. Imagine the sun shining down on that. Oh, can't wait. I cannot wait. That looks really good. So,